All right. We waited long enough. How's everybody doing? How's my mic, by the way? I keep trying to make my mic sound just a little better. So let me know if that's improved. All righty. Yep, looks good so far. Lakeside. What's up, Vanessa? D. Frank. What's up, Frank? Chickpea. Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so what we're going to do tonight here, sorry, is basically I've been putting two videos together for my channel. And one of them was on the Poltergeist curse, and the other was on the AI and killer robots. So I said, you know what? These are great topics for a live stream. This is the kind of stuff we do in the members. We kind of go off topic a little bit. But if you look in the description of my channel, you'll see that, this is the kind of stuff I always plan to cover eventually. Plus, I think it's okay to have a good time, talking about this kind of stuff every once in a while. So we'll probably look at the Poltergeist curse first. So I'll play. So it's kind of just premiering both of these videos. They are unedited. The final version might be uploaded tonight if I have time. All depends on what's going on. But I did share the unedited versions with the upgraded members today, so they got a glimpse. But we can go ahead and stop at any point. So if you want to stop, or you need me to go back, or if there's something you want to focus on for a moment, that's kind of what I was hoping to do. What's up, Marlo? Hope everybody's doing okay. How many out there, if you have not heard of the Poltergeist curse or not too familiar with it, I want you to just punch in 1 into the chat. I'm curious, because this is the kind of stuff. What I put on my channel are basically rabbit holes that, if I'm spending time online, this is the kind of stuff that I look at. If I'm like, you know what, I got it 30, 40 minutes to kill, let's go take a look at some fandom or urban legends or sci-fi or something, whatever's new in technology, stuff like that. What's up, Ophelia? What's up, Stephanie? Okay, so 1 is if you have not. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. Oh, you've never heard of this curse? All right. It's pretty interesting, actually. What's up, Bird Blue? I need to be late more often. Wow, that's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 people who have not heard of the Poltergeist curse. Marlo, have you seen a movie called Thinner? It's a Stephen King book. Oh man, the movie's so good. The way they did all the makeup and stuff. That's a good horror movie. Good old Stephen King. Dinner. Oh, that's so creepy. Yeah, most of what I'm going to go over is in an article that I read today. And it's in the description. Stephen King. Yeah. Have you ever read the book The Dome? Man, I think they made a show about it too, but oh, that's a creepy movie. Or a creepy book, I'm sorry. Yeah, legend. Stephen King, indeed. The Dome. Yeah, definitely recommend The Dome. Yeah, I think the show might have been called something else. Thanks, Ophelia. You know, we appreciate your support. All right, so I'm probably going to wait till right at the 10-minute mark, and then we'll get started. Biodome, even better. Even better. Pauly Shore. Who's the other guy? One of the Baldwin brothers. Look, man, right there. Let's go to the mall. Intensity by Dean Koontz. Oh, Stephen Baldwin. Conflicting answers. Yeah, he was pretty good in that one. I don't care what anybody says. That movie's hilarious. Purple Sticky Punch. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to watch that movie later. What's up, Jacqueline? Yeah, I'm a big Pauly Shore fan. Encino Man. I think my favorite Pauly Shore movie is Son-in-Law, to be honest. I mean, just the way that movie was put together is pretty good. They did the whole Full Metal Jacket thing, where it's like one movie at the beginning and a whole separate movie at the end. I like that. Oh, I'm wonderful. Oh, and the cat she's such a love cat, but she's too smart. And she just wants to go out. She wants to go in the backyard. I need to do all this yard work so the grass is tall. She wants to go run in the grass. So she's learning how to like open up the door, and she's funny. Yeah, it's a good flick. A solid movie. Yeah, those are all solid movies. Pauly Shore, he didn't really let us down too much. All right, let's go ahead and get started. At any point, if you guys want to stop, and I might just stop just because, but we're going to talk about this. So, for all of you who have not heard about this, it's been dubbed the Poltergeist curse. Yep. She chases lizards and she likes to chew on the grass. All right, let's do this. Shrouded in superstition following a handful of mysterious cast deaths, the 1982 film's grim history has followed it through decades, even casting fear over the critically reviled 2015 remake. Yeah, I still watch them. Poltergeist Curse, as it's become known, came about after 4 of the cast members died in mysterious circumstances, the most shocking being that of Heather O'Rourke, the cherubic 12-year-old child star who played protagonist Carol Ann in all 3 Poltergeist films, as well as Heather Feister in Happy Days.
Only here to film Poltergeist 3, but you're also here to help us.
Yeah, the reason why I'm here, because I know how it feels to be sick. Because in February, I was very sick and I almost died.
Set in a house built on an ancient Native American burial ground, the original Poltergeist trilogy told a terrifying story of a Freeling family and their encounters with the supernatural. Gifted with the connection to the spiritual world, the youngster daughter, Carol Ann O'Rourke, was haunted by the malicious spirits buried beneath her home, including that of a sadistic doomsday cult leader named Cain. It was released by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer on June 4th, 1982, and was a commercial success, grossing $1.13 million in the United States, making it the highest-grossing horror film of 1982 and 8th overall for the year. The film's special effects, invented for its era, makes it frequently ranked among the greatest horror films of all time. Many believe the Poltergeist curse began the same year the first movie was released. Actress Dominique Young, who made her film debut in Poltergeist as the elder sister of Carol Ann, died a violent death shortly after its release in 1983. She was strangled to death by her boyfriend, John Thomas Sweeney. According to a New York Times article, Young was put on life support after the attack, but passed away 5 days later. I always like that scene where she flips those guys off. Sweeney was later found guilty of voluntary manslaughter, according to a 1983 article from the Freelance Star. It was the actor who played Carol Ann's most intimidating spirit, Doomsday cult leader Cain, who died next. Julian Beck, who played Cain in Poltergeist 2, sadly did not live to see the release of the sequel. He was 60 when he lost a battle with stomach cancer on September 14, 1985, according to the New York Times. This movie's terrifying. All 3. The third in the spooky string of deaths associated with the film was of a man who portrayed a friendly ghost named Taylor in the second Poltergeist film with Samson. Samson died on June 3, 1983, age 53, after an illness caused by a chronic degenerative condition, according to the Herald Journal. It was the unexpected nature of Heather O'Rourke's death which led many to believe the Poltergeist curse was real.
Who appeared in the Poltergeist movies has died of complications from the flu. Heather O'Rourke appeared in 3 of the horror films in which she announced the arrival of the evil spirits.
They're here.
Known for adorable, blue-eyed, angelic looks and her creepy delivery of the line, "They're here." In the first film of the series, it was largely O'Rourke's chilling performance that made the film iconic. At 12 years old, she passed away suddenly. The actress died in surgery when doctors were attempting to repair an acute bowel obstruction caused by what was believed to be a long battle with Crohn's disease. That's what the LA Times reported. The young address was tragically pronounced dead after suffering septic shock on February 1st, 1988. hell no. So yeah, if you didn't think the movie was scary enough, what was that? 4 deaths, I think, in like what, 3 years? 3 years or so? Yeah, she was super smart too. I watched a bunch of these interviews with her. She talks like she's well above her age. Yeah, that's one of the scariest parts right there. Part 3, everybody hates on it, but it's my favorite one. Like where they're in the garage and there's all these mirrors and stuff, and they're in this high rise. There's all this weird like ice. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, so they really didn't notice anything until the young girl passed away, and they're like, "Whoa, something's definitely going on here." But the old guy, he was up there in years, so that could have been a coincidence, but still. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, the mirrors were badass. And how like the pool, it like froze over. They just came cracking out of the pool. Yeah, you're like, what the hell? And they came out and they were like different. They were like possessed or something. It was weird. Or it wasn't even really them. Oh, I'm definitely watching Biodome for sure. Oh, then you don't want to watch this next one. This next one's about 12 minutes long, and I'm sure we're going to stop this one quite a bit. If you thought the Poltergeist was scary or the curse, yeah, wait till you see this. What's up, fangirl? Yeah, the new Poltergeist wasn't bad. It was pretty good. They should have just did like a part 4. Try to get some of those old actors back in there. Tangina was pretty good. So you guys ready to take a look at some AI and some killer robots? So this is the unedited video that I'll be trying to put out later today along with the one you guys just seen. This one might need a little more work than the other one. D, she's like, yes. All right, I warned you, it's pretty scary. Oh, another shout out to Tangina. Yeah, she always seemed like she was saving the day. And that dude Kane did not like her. at all. She knew about that spiritual warfare. Yeah, it was pretty scary. Imagine the stuff we don't even know about, like nanotechnology and shit like that. So I'm probably just going to hang out with you guys here in the chat for a minute. And then we'll take a look at this other video. Hey, what's up? Hey, Bill. Up, dog. Black Mirror, an episode called Metalhead. Terrifying. No, but I'll take a look now. I watched some of Black Mirror. It's a pretty creepy show. I like it. You got to be in a certain mood for it, though. Yeah, what's up, Bill? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too, Boston. Wow. Tell him to destroy Skynet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to post a video of the Poltergeist curse sometime tonight. I was surprised by how many people haven't heard about that. It's crazy. All right, so now I'm thinking a couple Black Mirror episodes, maybe Pauly Shore flick. I'm just letting the clock wear down, get into the chat. What's the rush? All right, looks like we're all caught up here. Right at the 30-minute mark. If you guys need me to stop or there's anything you want to chat about, just let me know. We'll stop it.
Pakistan, but they're nothing like what we're about to show you. Chinese soldiers stationed along the border with India have some new weapons. They were struggling to operate in high altitudes in the difficult climatic conditions. So China is bringing in robots to help. You heard that right. China is deploying robotic weapons along the border with India. There are machine guns on wheels, and they can be fired with a remote control. Beijing's decision to give robots to the PLA could have dangerous implications, not just for this region, but for the rest of the world too. Our next report tells you how.
There is a new threat from China. It is not a battalion of soldiers or wolf warrior diplomats. It's these machines. Initially, they would remind you of remote-controlled car toys. But look closely, these robots can do a lot more. They are equipped with a machine gun. Chinese soldiers can fire this gun from a distance and without any wires. There are cameras too, to watch what the adversaries are doing. China calls this vehicle the Shark Claw. 88 of these have been deployed in Tibet. Shark Claw has a partner. It's the Mule 200. This is a transport vehicle, so not as lethal as the Shark Claw, but the Mule would be very useful for the PLA. It can be used to transport valuable supplies like ammunition. China has deployed around 120 of these in Tibet. Robots are now joining the People's Liberation Army. Their induction is a prelude to something more sinister. For now, a soldier will operate these robots. But in the future, China wants weapons with a mind of their own. The PLA wants weapons with artificial intelligence. Beijing is moving swiftly to acquire such capabilities. The efforts began in 2017, when China unveiled a new artificial intelligence development plan. It advocated the use of AI in the military. Specific applications were listed out, like providing support to command and decision-making, military deductions, and development of defense equipment and related application. Private sector was roped in to accelerate these efforts. Chinese big tech companies like Alibaba, Baidu, Tencent, Xiaomi, and Huawei were labeled as AI champions. The PLA stands to benefit from the rapid strides these companies make. Already, different wings of the Chinese military are working on specific projects. The PLA ground force is developing robotics for the military. The Navy is working on autonomous submarines, while the Air Force is developing drones with an ability to think. These advancements should raise an alarm worldwide. Unfortunately, world powers are still ignoring the threat. This month, the United Nations tried to open negotiations for an international treaty on autonomous weapons. They failed. None of major weapons-producing countries were willing to have a conversation. These stonewalling tactics work to Beijing's advantage. The PLA gets more time to perfect the AI technology and develop killer robots, weapons that could make the world a more dangerous place.
What the fuck? Imagine something like this coming into your house and just spraying poison at you.
think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads, by a lot.
On a wider question, how long have you had an internet connection, and how has that transformed your life?
I was one of the first people to be connected to the internet.
Okay. Did you guys just hear that? He said he was one of the first people to be connected to the internet.
How long have you had an internet connection, and how has that transformed your life?
I was one of the first people to be connected to the internet.
Take a look. We've made a breakthrough with the nanotechnology. We can rebuild any material faster than before. Synthetic.
Now, this robot right here was actually, this is a homemade version. We're going to kind of get into the creator of this robot. But imagine like somebody coming out or trying to invade this guy's home, and this thing comes running out the door at you. That's terrifying. Or what if he just programs it to hunt somebody down? Alexander Atamanov is his name. He's like a robotics expert working on drone bikes.
Robots are one of the most interesting developments in robotics in recent years. They're small, nimble, and able to traverse environments that frustrate wheeled machines.
But this one right here is legit.
So, of course, it was only a matter of time until someone put a gun on one. The image above shows a quadrupedal robot, a Vision 60 unit built by U.S. firm Ghost Robotics, that's been equipped with a custom gun by small arms specialists Sword International.
So Ghost and Sword.
It seems the gun itself, dubbed the Spur or Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle, is designed to be fitted onto a variety of robotic platforms. It has a 30x optical zoom, thermal camera for targeting in the dark, and an effective range of 1,200 meters. What's not clear is whether or not Sword International or Ghost Robotics are currently selling this combination of gun and robot. But if they're not, it seems they will be soon. As the marketing copy on Sword's website boasts, the Sword Defense System Spur is the future of unmanned weapon systems, and that future is now. The machine.
All right, quick question for everybody who's watching this live stream and the replay. I guess leave a comment. Okay, so you hear a knock at the door. You know, you go to the door and you look out your window or your peephole or whatever, and you see this thing standing out there, and it's like barking orders at you. What are you gonna do?
Was shown off for the first time at the Association of the United States Army's 2021 annual conference earlier this week. The conference bills itself as a land power exposition and professional development forum held in Washington, D.C., October 11th to 13th. The U.S. military has started testing robot dogs on patrol duty. Details about the partnership between Ghost and Sword are unclear, but Ghost's quadrupedal robots are already being tested by the U.S. military.
Like
Last
Saving
year,
Private
the
Ryan.
325th Security Forces Squadron at Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida became the first unit in the Department of Defense to use quadrupedal robots in regular operations. It uses them to patrol the base's perimeter, navigating swampy areas that aren't desirable for human beings and vehicles, according to an interview with Ghost Robotics CEO Jiran Parikh.
Yeah, Pam, I have.
Although reconnaissance is one of the most obvious use cases for robot dogs, manufacturers are slowly experimenting with other payloads. As well as providing remote video and mapping, the machines could be used as mobile cell towers, to defuse bombs, or to detect chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear matter, otherwise known as CBRN. And of course, they can become weapons themselves. Boston Dynamics, the best-known manufacturer of quadrupedal robots and makers of Spot, has a strict policy against weaponizing its machines. Other manufacturers, it seems, aren't so picky. After all, plenty of companies already sell uncrewed gun platforms that use tank treads or wheels, so adding the same basic kit to Leggett machines isn't much of a stretch. The bigger question is how these robots will be deployed in the future and what level.
Jess says, depends what it's asking. JK, I'd probably speed walk out of there. It's like, excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen a robot puppy? I lost my puppy. You're like, oh, yeah, let me help you. Bah, 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 bah.
Of oversight will be required when they start firing lethal rounds at humans. For a while now, experts have been warning about the slow rise in the use of killer robots, known as lethal autonomous weapon systems, or LAWs, in official jargon. An official U.S. policy does not prohibit their development or deployment. Many groups are campaigning for a preemptive ban on such systems, but in the meantime, it seems companies will continue to build what is possible. And that means putting guns on robot dogs.
Oh, there you go. Spray paint.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate.
He said it would redesign itself in an ever-increasing rate. So I wonder if it would just reproduce so quick that it would use up all of Earth's like resources and then eventually just destroy itself. Like, I don't understand. Could AI become like biological eventually? Is that possible? Have you seen the movie AI? I think they asked the boy at one point, like, are you mecha or bio? He's like, what? Are you mecha or bio? But what if you could be both? Like a robot that could reproduce.
I read about this thing that DARPA was putting together. It's a robot called the Eater robot, EATR robot. It's a robot that fuels itself on biological matter. So it essentially could eat bodies. So you've got a murderous robot that eats people.
It's like
that's its fuel.
Worst.
So these robots, they can eat biological matter and turn it into fuel to continue consuming. So this is what they're going to be doing to us when we're like scattered out everywhere from whatever. I'm assuming World War III or something like that. Been like, oh, we'll just go ahead and pick up all these bodies with these robots. Look at that. Crazy. Reminds me of an old movie. I think it's called Soylent Green. Have you guys ever seen that? That's a creepy movie too. This one's got saddlebags. Okay. So you're like, okay, World War III or whatever, robots are taking over. Let's run to the woods. We'll be safe in the woods, we'll take up in the mountains. All right. So now you're up in the mountains and you're kind of peeping out, make sure nobody's coming, and then you see like 100 of these things running up the hill towards you. What do you do? See, Boston, he knows what I'm talking about. Who is that? What the hell's his name? The actor. He's the Cold Dead Hands guy. From my cold dead hands. What's that guy's name? Fire in the ball. Oh, thank you so much. That was going to drive me crazy. Charleston Heston. Another legend. They'll beat you to it, Marlo. Thank you, though. Okay, now these things are already in operation in the US. These things right here. So these things have actually been deployed here on our soil. Oh yeah, Planet of the Apes. There's another good one that he was in. I think it's The Greatest Story Ever Told. All right. I hope that is going to give you nightmares. I mean, this is the right recipe. Poltergeist, AI, and killer robots. Soylent Green is people. They're like all eating it. Nowadays, I wonder if they would even care. They'd be like, some good people. Yeah, that thing is scary. Robotic dogs. Ghost in the Machines. I used to have that DVD. I don't know what happened to it. Jeffrey Dahmer would be like, oh, it's okay. I have my own. No thanks. I want my Soylent organic. or something. Charlton Heston runs up to Jeffrey Dahmer and he's like, "It's people. Soylent Green is people." He's like, "I know. What the?" Oh man, robot dogs are already here. Now we got robot dogs with guns. Some Drew and hot Cheetos. Oh, I have some carne asada waiting for me downstairs. But we're at about the 50-minute mark, so I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, another 10 minutes. But I'm probably gonna change some music around on the videos. I'm not sure yet, or turn them way down. And I might add a lot more to the Poltergeist curse one. I could probably add a lot more photos in there. Just a waste of time says, so speaking of machines, my girlfriend got me a metal detector when we go to Florida, but I'll probably use it in Delphi. Yep. That's a good idea. Well, I mean, I think it's a good idea because that's definitely what I would do. I know Michael and his crew, I know they went out there and used their metal detectors. They even went in the water, but nobody's really heading towards like the Wilson Bridge direction. So we'll see. Yeah, Terminator. I mean, if you really sit and watch those movies and like think about it, like, yeah, it's pretty scary. Because we're putting a lot of time, money, and effort and brain power into this artificial intelligence. You know, we all saw freaking Tony Stark, when he created Ultron. He was like, damn, what did I do? And then the movie, I showed a little clip of the movie Transcendence, where he just becomes smarter and smarter by the second. As soon as he accesses the internet, boom, he's tapped in. He's getting all the information. He's just getting faster and faster. Oh, I can't wait for that one, Boston. Have you seen the trailer? It's pretty good. Yeah, that's an old ass movie. That's a young Charleston. Maximum Overdrive. Where have I heard that? No, not yet. Mystery. What is that? I'll throw it up on the screen. We got like 10 minutes to hang out. Gonna watch the Black Mirror and some Pauly Shore. It's official. It's pretty close. It's not much further than, let's say, the Freedom Bridge parking area from the crime scene. Yeah, he was really young. Young enough to be running around screaming, "It's people. The Soylent Green is people." Classic. Is it Charlton? Why is that so hard to say? Charlton. Carlton? I thought it was Charleston. But it's Charlton. Is this strange? Oh, here we go. Mystery says Maximum Overdrive was the movie where the vehicles start to think on their own and try to wipe out people. Is that what year is that roughly? That sounds like Carrie, or not Carrie. The hell's the name of that movie? Is it Carrie with the car? Another Stephen King flick. It's people. God, I keep getting it wrong. Why did I say Carrie? Because that's the other movie, huh? Christine. What a perfect name for that car. $1986. Okay. Some good movies made around that time. Yep, Christine. A sweet looking ride. Oh, now we're talking. Christopher Valdez with Clutch Cujo. Oh man, that movie's really scary. You get stuck in this car. What was it, like a Mastiff or a Saint Bernard or something? This dog was huge. Straight rabid. That's Stephen King too, right? D says Saint Bernard. I don't know, D. I think I'm going with the Mastiff. But I think you're right. We're gonna need some verification on that one. I see a Saint Bernard, but for some reason I'm thinking Mastiff. Unless the book is different or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, Carrie. The Pig's Blood. Oh, another creepy ass movie. Misery. It's another good one. Where she like hobbles his legs or his feet. The sledgehammer. Holy shit. It's people. It's just the way he said it. You know what I mean? Like he's just running around everywhere, you know. He's like the Soylent Green is people. I hope he got an award for that movie. Saint Bernard. Damn. You win this round, D. Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, that's one where they like bully that girl and then they dump, I think it's pig's blood. And then she gets like all these telekinetic powers and starts using them to like wipe out her enemies. And the whole time she's going crazy, like she's just in this white dress. It's like drenched in blood. Perfect horror movie setting. All right, guys, we're at the 5-minute warning. I want to thank everybody for showing up. We're going to do streams like this all the time because I'm going to start making cool videos, something more fun, you know, something that we can hang out and just kind of really say, the hell? Maybe we'll do something on, I don't know. We'll see. We'll let the rabbit hole, wherever the rabbit hole takes me. You're welcome, Wanda. Thanks for hanging out. Vanessa, good to see you. Lisa said, I'm here, but this is way too scary for me. Yeah, that's why it's kind of later on at night. It had to be. Yeah, we're gonna do these ones later at night, so it's a little more spooky. Thanks, D. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. Well, I'll keep you posted. Keep an eye out for both these videos. If you want to take a look, probably by tonight, hopefully. But we'll see. Take a look at them, share them, leave a thumbs up, whatever you can, or not. But I'd appreciate it if you did. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care.